On the beach in La Paz.
So we have absolutely fallen in love with a lot of things about La Paz, but it does come with its pros and its cons.
Absolutely. I will tell you this though, this water is something you must see. They say up to 30 feet of clarity, just perfectly clear water. You can see down 30 feet. I can tell you, we've been out in 5-6 feet and it is absolutely crystal clear, like a glass of water.
It's stunning. It's the clearest water either of us have experienced. So for sure, on the top of the list of pros in La Paz,
Water.
the water is it.
And I will tell you, the desert is so unbelievably gorgeous, and the mountains, the foothills, it is just breathtaking.
It's stunning. So on the top of the list is just the natural beauty of La Paz. We're speechless. Some other good things is not a touristy location at all.
And bottom line is you don't have the crazy traffic. Like we were just in Puerto Vallarta, and along the Malecon there, it's really, really busy and a lot of traffic and a little treacherous to cross the roads, frankly.
That's true.
Beautiful, but it's not as nice. From what we understand here in La Paz is that the Malecon was completely renovated within the last 3 or 4 years, and that has changed things. People are actually now starting to notice that La Paz and the Malecon.
Yeah, and it's really done right. A lot of beautiful artwork, a lot of parks, workout equipment as you go along. And one of the things that impressed me is that you have a handicapped accessible park. I've never seen that anywhere.
I felt like, oh wow, there's somebody thinking some stuff through, and I think it'd be a beautiful place for them to be able to just to enjoy it like anyone else.
The other pro of La Paz is because it's not very touristy, the prices are also not very touristy.
511 pesos, so roughly 25 bucks for breakfast. When we go in Flagstaff, it's 60 bucks. It's way less money. It's like we went to dinner, and I would tell you dinner here is about half from where we live in Flagstaff full time. Gotta have, what have we been having? Ceviche tostados, right? And is that what those are called?
Ceviche.
Ceviche. So really, really amazing, like unbelievable. So we eat that, and then we're like, oh, probably not enough food. And then we order the main course, and we're still out of there for $75 or $60, whatever it is.
Another pro to La Paz is its rich history.
Unbelievable history. Jacques Cousteau obviously lived basically in the Sea of California, the Sea of Cortez, the Gulf of California, and he called it the aquarium of the world. Over 1,000 species of fish and mammals live in the Sea of Cortez, anything from hammerhead sharks to whales, marlin, of course, all the game fish. Incredible place, and I can see why they want to live there. I'm talking about the fish and the animals. Going back to the water, it is gorgeous, and ecologically, it's a very, very aware area where they make sure that biologically everything is being taken care of. They preserve the area, a lot of very pristine, and it's a very clean little town. And I think maybe that has to do with there's not as much tourism here.
There are opportunities where you can literally swim with the sea lions. There's another opportunity where you can swim with the tiger sharks. Now, we didn't get to do either one of those. Sea lions, I'm not that enamored with.
We're not doing it.
Yeah, not gonna do it. But I think it would be really cool to swim with the tiger sharks. That sounds like a fantastic experience. And from everything that we've seen when we did our research, again, with the water being so super clear, you can just see everything going on. So a couple of things we didn't get to do that we would definitely put on the pro list, even though we didn't experience it ourselves, would just be the opportunity to snorkel or scuba dive here. I would think this would be an amazing place to do that.
When the tiger shark comes up to like take your leg off, you'd clearly see it swimming up to you, biting, taking the ankle area.
Tiger sharks don't bite humans.
Oh.
Okay, so we've given you a lot of the pros of La Paz. Let's talk about the cons. Con number one that I want to say is that it actually bounces right off of one of the pros. Because this isn't a very touristy area, they don't necessarily love having tourists.
We felt that a little bit. We've been into, for instance, we went to Walmart yesterday, which was on the other side of town, and we just didn't feel welcomed whatsoever.
We got a lot of nasty looks.
Yeah, like, what are you guys doing in here?
Yeah, so we felt very out of place. This seemed like this really weird vibe. We get it. We understand that this place is a little bit of a paradise on earth, and I imagine that if I lived here all my life and then some people started to come in, and so on that level, if you're going to come to La Paz, I would highly recommend learning how to speak Spanish, because there really aren't a lot of people that speak English. When we go to really heavy tourist locations like Rocky Point, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas, a lot of people speak English, and it's really easy to understand and be understood. Here in La Paz, not so much.
It's appreciated. We can definitely see it's appreciated, and so I'd say that's a really good point. At least know some Spanish. We're very, very rudimentary, though now and then we will pull out some phrases that we actually know.
I started trying to learn Spanish a few months before we came here, and I have to say I'm really glad I did, because even what I was able to learn in just those few short months has really honestly come in handy. The other con that we can share with you is the heat. We are here at the end of September 2022, and from what we understand, from June until about this time,
it's hot.
Calore.
It's about 95, 96 Fahrenheit. You're taking a shower 3 times a day if you're out and about, so it's very, very hot. I would say heat's cool for you, come during the summer, but I would maybe wait until start of October, mid-October, and then muy bueno.
It's only a con during those few months. Other than that, the weather is an obvious pro.
Yeah.
That's our experience with La Paz, Mexico, our pros and cons. And we would definitely recommend checking this place out. Just
for sure.
Be aware of those few cons, and make sure you check out our other videos on La Paz. What are some of the other ones in our series, Mark?
Top restaurants, top things to do, the pros and cons, all kinds of different things here from La Paz as we do our Mexico series.